Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be checking Forza Horizon 2 running on Xbox Series X. Now, a couple of days ago I made a video about Forza Horizon, so the very first Forza Horizon game, and I'm sure you remember that that game is Xbox One X enhanced, meaning that it runs at 4K, still 30 frames per second, but at least when you run Forza Horizon 1 on Xbox One X or Xbox Series X, it runs at 4K, so it looks much better. So today I'm checking Forza Horizon 2. I'll be looking at graphics, performance, resolutions, and what kind of changed since Forza Horizon 1. So it's like, you know, is it a proper evolution or something like that. So first of all, first thing which you will notice is that this is still a 1080p game. It's not enhanced. And I think this is the only title in the series that runs at 1080p on Xbox One X or Xbox Series consoles, right? This game has never been enhanced, which is a shame because this game is much better looking than it has much better graphics than Forza Horizon 1, of course. I mean, Forza Horizon, the first Forza Horizon was really a proper Xbox 360 title. It has never been sort of released for Xbox One. This one, for example, this title has two versions. There's a version for Xbox 360 still, but this one is a proper Xbox One title, and the graphic is much better. There's like the texture work is much better. I mean, there's more objects and stuff. The game is more open. It's not like fully open just yet, but it's pretty open. Forza Horizon 3 actually took that open aspect of this game to the next level, of course. There's some, you know, closed environments over here. There's some certain parts you cannot access and stuff, but I guess that's similar sort of to Forza Horizon 3. So this one is you know, I would say that like all proper open world. So this is much better in this aspect. Performance still 30 frames per second. This game has never been enhanced for when it comes to resolution nor performance, right, or frame rate, or should I say. But the game looks much better. This game takes place in Italy, I think, in Europe, so it has this European kind of architecture over here, and yeah, it looks really good and plays very well still. This is one of the, you know, best Forza games, racing games for sure, and it's still super fun. The only obviously caveat here, or the only annoyance, I should say, there's a lot of these like small roads, like, you know, kind of which you can actually take and stuff, so take shortcuts and stuff. So yeah, it's much more open than the previous one. That's good. Yeah, it looks good, plays good. It's a shame that this game never received there we go, like, you know, I want to go there, so I don't have to stick to the actual map. I can take a shortcut, as you can see. So yeah, so I couldn't, you can't do it in Forza Horizon 1, you know, the first game, right? So yeah, it's super fun. The interesting thing is that when you look at the map over here, it's not as full of things to do in comparison like to Forza Horizon 3, for example, right? There was so much stuff, there's so much stuff on the map to do in Forza Horizon 3, 4, and, you know, so on and so on, right? Okay. So yeah, guys, game plays well. I'll take part in this special event that developers prepared for us. I beat that game pretty much like most of the series and that kind of stuff, but yeah, I mean, if you haven't played that game, you know, give it a try. The only problem with this game, and I would say that's a problem with many of these Forza games, is that you can't really get that game in Microsoft Store anymore. So you literally just have to get yourself a physical copy if there's any available. I don't even know if you can actually get one brand new, probably not, because they can't sell it anymore, but you know, second hand, that's for sure. Also, maybe somebody have a code for this game still, who knows, right? So then obviously you could take advantage of it. So if you've got one of those digital consoles like Xbox One digital or Xbox Series S, then obviously you can't use, you know, discs, right? So the only way to play this game is to get a code, which is not really the easy thing to get these days. Although I've still seen some codes available online, so you know, some people still sell it. But also another way to go about it is that if maybe a friend of yours has got this game in their library, you know, maybe he would be kind enough to game share and stuff, right? So yeah, that's the only way to play. That's why I still kind of like consoles with digital, not digital, with optical drive, because like sometimes you can't really get these games anymore. And I know that for most people that doesn't really matter, because most people don't play these older titles anymore. As long as they've got access to the brand new games, they're fine, right? But like for preservation, kind of from preservation perspective, yeah, having an optical drive is a plus, that's for sure. Especially, I'm not even a collector. It's just like, if there's a game that I didn't buy digitally back in the days, and now I want that game, I want to play a game, right? And it's not available in Windows Store anymore. I can still get a physical second-hand version, right? So at least I'm not cut off from these games anymore. And sometimes, you know, these older titles get patches. They are being enhanced and stuff. And with many titles, you know, getting 60 frames per second with FPS boost or resolution boost actually sometimes kind of makes this game almost like a new experience, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this Forza plays pretty much like any other Forza game. So if you played previous Forza games, it's pretty much the same in terms of like the way you control the car and stuff, right? There's nothing revolutionary there. It's just fun. You still have got these billboards to break and stuff, and so it's, I would say, typical Forza game. Okay, can I beat that plane? Can I beat that plane? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, guys, so still fun game. Yeah. The only caveat here is that, of course, it's a 30 frames per second game, which actually, it's not ideal, but you know, it's not tragic, I guess. And obviously resolution. So on a smaller monitor or TV, that shouldn't be really a problem. But like on a big 4K TV, yeah, you do see the. I mean, even on a smaller, you can see this is a 1080p game. Like, you know, shimmering. Look at the lines, these white lines on the road, right? You can see them shimmering. The car, reflections on the car kind of shimmers a little bit as well. The power lines up there, you know, look at, you know, they are like kind of like shimmering as well. So this is what resolution does. This game, I don't think they, you know, I've seen some games that that despite being 1080p, they have better anti-aliasing. So this one is, I don't think that they've got the best implementation over here. But yeah, other than resolution and you know, 30 frames per second, I can't really say anything negative about this game. And you know, this is not necessarily like a negative thing towards this game, because when that game was first released, that's what Xbox One was capable of, right? 1080p 30 frames per second gaming. And this is an open world game like Forza Motorsport games, for example, even on Xbox One, where 60 are still 60. So you know, it actually makes a difference. And also I think the graphics, at least the resolution, is a little bit better in these games because they have better anti-aliasing and stuff. But Forza Motorsport games are not open world games, so that's another thing to remember. So like, yeah, that kind of game, 1080p 30 open world card game. Oh, look, what did you do, dude? So that was very impressive. And look, this game released back in 2013, 14, I want to say. So that game is almost like 8 years old, and it still looks good, right? If they only improved resolution and frame rate, well, it would compete with any other game on the market right now. Oh, I found a board. There you go, another one. I need to find more. Yeah, so I like these games. I just like, you know, what I like about Forza games, and both Forza Horizon and, or should I say, any racing game, to be honest with you, I just like to, when I listen to podcasts and stuff, so I just, you know, start the podcast, I start a racing game like Forza, and I play, because you know, the thing about these titles is that you don't have to focus on like story and stuff. You just drive, and you can just drive and listen to podcasts or whatever, right? I mean, so that's what I do, right? That's what I like to. Okay, so this seems to be, because some of these roads on the map are marked red, so I think these are the roads that I haven't driven on yet. No, I don't know what's that all about. Why is it red? Don't know. Maybe I need to go from start to finish. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, you know, let's give it a try. Let's start right there. Oh, I think I know what it is all about. I think. But let's give it a try anyway. Because there's an achievement in these games, Forza games. I'm not sure if that's the case in this one as well. That if you drive on all, like literally all roads in the game, you get an achievement. And I know for a fact that in later Forza Horizon games, the roads that you did not drive on yet would be marked with a different color. So maybe that's the thing as well. So let's just drive till the end, and let's see if that color will change. Hello, ducky. Nope. Nothing changed here. So I don't know what's that all about. Anyway, guys, so that's the video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for support. Really appreciate it. You know, all these Forza games are very enjoyable, so give it a try. Forza Horizon 2 is fun as well. If you don't mind playing at 1080p 30 frames per second, this game is still super fun. And I would say this is like the one, you know, this one is much more closer to Forza Horizon 3 and 4 and 5 than the first one, because the first one was more closed environment. There was a lot of like different limits here and there. This one is like way more open. So yeah, give it a try. So guys, that's the video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for support, really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.